Hey everybody, we're back with some more gray matter, and we left off having to get ourselves into room 302. To do so, we have to pretty much trick this guy into thinking somebody in there is screaming. So what we did was we have a little like cry for help noisemaker, and I wrapped it in some teepee, and we're gonna take it and shove it under the door is what we're gonna do. And he's not going to notice at all. And we wait. Actually, how do we trigger it?
I don't think that's going to get me anywhere.
Probably not. So what do we do to trigger it?
I can do that trick, but I'll need to get set up for it first.
Oh, noisemaker remote. There we go.
Help me!
What the hell?
So gullible. So stupid. Okay. Okay, here we go.
That will keep the door from locking when he leaves the room.
And we're just gonna go over here and pretend like nothing's going on. Standing here completely inconspicuous. Bye. So easy. Actually, what is my score now? Oh, look at that. We're getting ever closer, but man, am I missing a lot of bonus points. Yikes. Alright, well, let's start looking around in here.
Guys, they never let go of toys, right?
I like toys.
Guys.
I have toys. Toys are fun. Oh, what do I got
Gee,
up here?
he's even got pictures of famous directors on his shelf.
That's kind of... I don't know. I guess that's his deal. Okay, we can mess with his computer, although I guess not. What do we got here? Why is it that the time is 000 everywhere?
He's got a lot of gear. I guess Daddy isn't totally against the film thing after all. Or Harvey has his own bank account.
Alright. It's got a flashy computer down there, that's for sure. It's got a ship up there. Oh, yeah, look at the bed.
Good old Harv is kind of a slob.
So we haven't really... Eraserhead? Anybody ever seen the movie Eraserhead? That's what this is a reference to. That's pretty awesome, actually.
Hey, I remember this movie. Pretty good one. Harvey's got taste.
I wouldn't necessarily call Eraserhead a good movie, but if you watch it, it's definitely one that'll stick with you forever. It's disturbing, to say the least. And, this would be Pulp Fiction over here, but it's definitely not what that is.
Hey, I remember this movie.
Well, I like the references. All right. Oh, screenplay notes. I clicked all over the desk. That's a lie. This game is a lie. Screenplay notes. Mad scientist. Mysterious disfigured scientist who's performing unethical experiments. Oh my god.
What's this? Notes for a new film? A mysterious disfigured scientist. A goth girl named Jimmy. Brain-sucking experiments? Is Kinderman pulling these pranks to stage his film? I'm going to find out. And if he is, I'm going to kill that twerp.
Wow. Alright, well, we just found some stuff that we need, I guess. Well, dang it. Alright, is there anything else in here? Film gear picture, miniatures, director photos. No, I'm guessing not. Alright, let's get that turned off. Let's get back down and out. Wait, that's not where I want to go! Turn around! We want to go down. I think we want to deal with Helena at this point, don't we? Well, not necessarily, but we can, I suppose. Yeah, because she's still in here. Well, let's see if we can talk to her now. Okay.
I found this in Charles's room.
Oh my God! This is priceless!
It doesn't look anything like him. And the date on the back is just 1 year ago. I think Charles is an imposter.
Please! I recognize the mole on his neck. Lovely mole. Of course, it was a bit less lovely at the time.
No one can change that much in a year. Maybe it's a younger brother. If Charles had a record, he wouldn't want to register under his own name.
One word. Hormones. This is definitely Charles. And if he looked like this a year ago, then he probably really is a virgin. God, I feel faint. Can I keep this?
No, I might need it as evidence.
Evidence of what? Ugly duckling syndrome?
Aww.
What a twist.
Oh, what a twist.
I found notes for a new screenplay in Harvey's room. 10 guesses what it's about.
Us?
Yeah, and the experiment. Tell me that's not suspicious.
Was there a description of me? Did he mention my nose? He said it was big, didn't he?
Helena!
I have a right to know.
No, his notes were free of comments on your proboscis.
Good. Am I the pretty one?
It wasn't all that fleshed out yet.
Darling, don't get all worked up. It's bad for your complexion.
Kind of want to backhand her, you know?
I don't have time to search her computer, and I don't...
Is there anything else here worth anything at all? Yeah, not really. Oh, there's a camera here.
I need a camera for tonight, but I don't want to just take it. Helena would probably let me borrow it if I asked.
Can I have your camera?
I noticed you have a camera. Would you mind if I borrowed it, just for a day or two?
Take it. I never use it. What's the fun of photographs if you're behind the camera and can't be in them?
Thanks.
Fair enough. So now I have a camera. And we're gonna use the camera to something, the gym area, if I recall. So, what else have I got? What else have I got? Oh god, so close, so close. What else should I do? I don't think we have anything else to talk to her about. Let's get out of here. So what else is it? Well, let's actually, that's not what I wanted. Dang it, that's not what I wanted. Okay, Dread Hill and St. Edmund's Hall are the only two that are still lit up. So, what's in here?
Hey, hello? Hello?
Wait,
Who's
WTF?
there, please? Or not.
Wait, that was...
For the love of... Mrs. Dalton!
Uh-oh.
That was her. That was the...
What the hell is this doing in my desk drawer?
That's Houdini. He has a habit of sort of appearing.
He? Who told you you could have a pet in this house?
He's in my room. I don't see what difference it makes to you.
Well, he's
Oh,
not
jeez.
in your room now, is he? This is my home, Miss Everett, and I don't care to have it smelling like a barn.
Houdini does not smell. You could have a herd of buffalo in this house for all the use you get out of it.
Shh, hush now. Oh, my goodness. What a to-do about nothing. I'll take
Poor
him back
bunny.
upstairs and put him in his cage.
Put the thing in the garage.
No way! He'll freeze out there. Put him in my room, Mrs. Dalton.
Sam?
Oh, by the way, who's visiting the house today?
What do you mean?
I saw a woman on the stairs, just now. Blonde, white dress.
You saw no such thing. The lighting on those stairs is terrible. I keep asking that something be done about it, but no one pays the slightest attention. Bothering poor Dr. Stiles with nonsense like that.
Okay.
As if pet rabbits weren't enough.
Wow. Is that menopause?
Oh, damn. Well, alright then.
Samantha, tell me what you saw, exactly.
There was a woman walking up the stairs when I came in. I called out, but she didn't stop. There is someone here today. What's the big secret?
Never mind. It's nothing that concerns you. What did you learn at university?
That people hate you.
Dr. Stiles?
Yes?
They're in revolt, students in experiment, incident on campus, Lincoln.
The Lambs Club is really worked up. I thought you should know.
Lambs Club? Are you planning to put lambs in the parlor now, in addition to rabbits in bedrooms and bats in the belfry?
That's what the students in the experiment call themselves. You know, as in Lost.
Or better yet, sacrificial. God help me. What do you mean they're worked up?
They're freaked about the track and pool incidents. Some of them might not come back.
What? What nonsense. What does it have to do with them, I'd like to know? The conditions of the experiment must remain the same. Those students are your responsibility, Samantha. Getting them here is your job, and I expect you to do it.
Right.
Yikes, okay.
I investigated the incidents at the track and pool.
And?
Both were obviously staged. There was a whirlwind at the track that was probably created by a helicopter. That got rid of the maintenance guy. Then they painted the track. As for the pool, what the witness saw was the shape or bubble in the pool, and then the water changed color. It would have been easy to rig up a hose to blow air into the pool for a spooky effect as a misdirect, then drop in the dye.
Did anyone see or hear a helicopter?
No, but there was only one witness, and he had headphones on.
Headphones? And did they find dye in the pool?
No, but all they cared about was cleaning the pool. I don't think anyone even checked. There wasn't any trace of dye around the edges of the pool or in the filters, but it was probably water-soluble.
And why would someone rent a helicopter and gallons of dye and time these incidents with my experiments, which, I might add, almost no one knows about?
I don't know.
Because it's not what it
you
is.
wouldn't, would you? Because it's all bollocks. I hope your rationalist bias can be put aside, Samantha, because when I ask you to be my eyes and ears, I expect the facts, not your half-baked opinions. If you can't give me that, you're worse than useless.
At least I'm willing to go out there. From what I've seen, your eyes and ears work just fine, mister.
What are you, 23, 25? When you've experienced something of life, you can lecture me.
I'm sorry. Look, I know what it's like when people...
I want your report on the events by tonight, and this time, I want the facts. That is all.
Yikes. Alright, that didn't go quite like planned.
Did you know any of the students before the experiment started?
No. Why?
Just wondering.
I don't think the students have any connection to the incidents.
You don't? Why?
Just do as you're told, Samantha.
Yeah, I've always been real good at that. Tell me about you and Dr. Linkweller.
I see you've been amusing yourself with gossip, or ancient history, rather. I neither know nor care what Linkweller is up to these days, though I heard he was the keynote speaker at the Göttingen conference last year, which just goes to show you the discernment of the academic community.
Malik works for Linkweller. He's his grad student.
Tough luck for Malik.
That doesn't worry you? That he might be reporting back to Linkweller?
I have better things to worry about than that windbag.
Okay, there's definitely some hatred there, that's for sure.
I think I prefer those open, just so I have the illusion that I know what's going on.
Okay. I don't think we have anything else to say
I
to
don't
him.
have
do we?
anything to ask him at the moment.
No. So I think our last step is to try and get the students back. So, yeah, the only thing that's lit up is here.
Hi. Wow. Everyone looks so serious.
I get
Why
that
so
way during the
serious?
full moon. Some people do the werewolf thing, but I do Walter Cronkite.
Well, it feels momentous, doesn't it?
We're agreed, right? We're going to vote. And we'll all either stay in the experiment or quit. Whatever the group vote decides. One for all and all for one.
How do we do it? Should we just raise hands?
Silent ballot? Do we need that? Does anyone care?
Well, let's see. What's my status right now? Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get all of the bonus. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Oh well. So, what do we have to do here? They want some kind of something. It won't be this. It won't be this. It won't be this. It won't be this. Nope. 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 Wait, is that the end of the line? I guess so. Oh, maybe it is this one. There's a hat pulling things out of it. Oh, part of your routine. Invite members of the audience to help think of names of different fruit. Yeah, this is it. This will work.
I have a suggestion. I know a great way to vote that's democratic, but allows for an element of fate. Plus, it assures that the vote can't be split.
Do tell.
I'll write down everyone's vote and we'll put them in a hat. Charles, can we borrow yours? We'll draw one ballot from the hat, and that will be the final decision.
Interesting.
I like it.
It's good. Chances will favor the more popular answer, but it still allows everyone a shot. Like drawing straws.
Fate. It allows for fate. I like it.
Good. Let's start. Charles, quit the experiment or stay.
Quit.
Helena?
Not that it isn't a barrel of laughs, but quit.
I vote quit too. I'm sensing a trend here.
I vote stay.
Stay.
Nice.
And now me. I vote stay. Good thing we're relying on fate. Who wants to pick?
I'd like to. May I?
Go on.
Stay.
That's it then. One for all?
And all in deep doo-doo.
I like that guy.
See you tonight.
Bye, Sam.
See you.
See ya.
Bye, Sam.
Got a double bicep out of that guy. Pretty sure they all...
Did you rig that, oh great Sam Eni?
It was a split vote. It could have gone either way.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Not really. What's going on? Well, that was kind of dramatic. Oh, here we go.
Damn it.
Don't drop the soap. Okay, that's kind of creepy.
Oh shit, God. Laura?
Alright, we're back to being David again. That kind of works. So, what should we do first? I must investigate. Okay, nothing. Doesn't seem to be anything.
Those are mine.
Does not seem to be anything new in here, but I didn't really think that there would be. To the closets. It's clickable.
Laura's dress.
What about
Could
it?
Laura herself have taken it? Now I really am going mad.
Wait, it's missing?
Laura's white dress is missing.
Okay, that's a little screwed up then. Because it wasn't before. Okay. To the lab. Get in there. Go faster. All right. I'm P.O. I'm pissed off? Is that what she's trying to say? I don't remember. Okay. Weights will be the next thing. I don't remember if there's anything I need to do here or incident. Oh, here's her report. Okay, here we go. If you guys want to actually read through this, go ahead and pause now for a second so you can. Alright. Eyewitness estimates between... Yeah. They definitely correlate with... Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, I never even noticed the appointment book.
It's old.
Alright, can we look at this finally?
What is it, Laura? Keep going, darling. Give me a few more letters. I'm not sure what Laura's trying to say, if that is indeed Laura.
I think she's trying to say, I'm pissed off. I'm P.O. See? Leave me alone, you creep. Let me die and be in peace. Alright, so now what do I do? Anxious. Oh, we've already been through this. Get me out of here. I don't think there's anything else of value down here. Yeah, we've already gone through these books. Check out that picture, though. It's a ghost picture. You can kind of see a little bit of it. It's kind of creepy.
I'm not sure what Laura's trying to say.
Okay, so nothing there. It's on the whiteboard. Oh, geez. Okay. Samantha saw Laura at the top of the stairs in the foyer wearing a white dress. Physically touched me in the morning while I showered. And touched me in a mood as if it was alive. Lasted about 3 seconds. To do for today. Appointment with doctor. Check RNG device. Repeat memory exercise for new session with Laura. Is one of Laura's favorite places for inspiration. Okay.
I can't go in there now.
Aha, look at this. We actually get to leave.
Dr. Stiles, it's very good to meet you.
Sorry to disturb you.
It's an honor. I remember when your Scientific American article came out, My colleagues and I were thrilled to see such open-mindedness in a leading neurobiologist.
As you can see, things have deteriorated since then.
Please, come inside. On the phone, it sounded important.
I like this guy's setup.
One thing you learn as a neurobiologist is that reality is subjective, like the story of the blind man and the elephant. One of my patients had a brain tumor and became convinced his wife was an alien in disguise. Everyone else saw an everyday housewife. He saw something horrible. What clues do we pick up from our environment every day that tell us how to perceive the world? One man sees a pile of logs, another a sleeping giant.
Perception is a slippery thing.
My wife, Laura, died in 2002, but the reality I chose was to keep her alive. In my mind and in my heart. I started experiments in an isolation tank to bring back as many memories of her as possible, even the small and subtle ones. And I didn't give a toss what anyone thought.
And now?
The thing I didn't foresee was that Laura might actually come back.
I've suddenly got quite a chill. Perhaps you'll start from the beginning while I light the fire.
No fire, please.
Oh, please forgive me.
Good call.
I'll call for some tea. I'm quite anxious to hear what you have to say, Dr. Stiles. If you'd start at the beginning, please. It sounds fascinating. I've never performed any experiments with an isolation tank myself, but they may well concentrate certain energies. I'd be happy to help in any way I can. And I'd be very interested in your theories on the phenomenon, as a neurobiologist, if you'd be so kind.
In cases that you're familiar with of hauntings, is it typical for the deceased to obsess over their deaths?
I'd say so, particularly if it was violent.
Laura keeps communicating about the accident, but I'm not sure if there's really something there or if she's just fixated on that moment out of shock.
I know you'll leave no stone unturned finding out. If there's nothing to it, it will be clear soon enough.
Yes, of course. Have you heard of any similar hauntings, for lack of a better word?
Some of the elements, such as the way Laura communicated with you in the tank and the RNG message. These sound like classic communiques from the spirit world. But other things you've described, the moved nightgown, the form under the sheets, and most particularly the events at the university, those sound like PK activity, telekinesis, objects being moved with the power of the mind. Are you positive all these manifestations are Laura?
Of course. One paranormal source is remarkable enough, much less two different ones. Don't you agree?
You have a point.
Yeah, but see, that was my thought. Is he might be trying to pull her in, but might be getting more than he bargains for.
Studies done with dying and comatose patients have provided some interesting clues about consciousness. There are authenticated cases of the mind projecting itself from the body, witnessing things that occurred far away. If the mind can project itself from the body, then it's possible for consciousness to survive physical death.
Do you have a scientific explanation for how that might work?
Quantum theory suggests that three-dimensional space and time are essentially created by the brain in order to organize the masses of data that make up reality. The brain operates like a translation device, in the same way that a television set organizes bits of electronic data into an image. If the human brain creates space and time, then theoretically the brain could project the mind into the past or future, making itself essentially immortal.
That's astonishing. I hope you intend to publish on this theory.
I'm still conducting my research. Is there any connection between psi activity and heat or fire?
Yes. Telekinesis in particular is very elemental. There's a classic poltergeist case that involved a young girl in the American heartland. The manifestations in her household all revolved around water. Water running down the walls of the house, seeping out of the wallpaper, and welling up from the floors. Another classic telekinesis phenomenon is raining stones. And I recall reading about a shaman in East Africa who could make his victims burst into flames.
I want that
It would all
power.
suggest that telekinetic powers are drawn from the earth. But I'm not aware of any studies done on the subject.
I want to know about the fire.
Can you tell me more about the East African shaman?
I'll tell you what I remember. It's a well-documented case from the early 1900s, researched by a member of the Society for Psychical Research. He was traveling in Africa when he ran across this shaman. He put the man through a variety of tests and reached the conclusion that the shaman was projecting electricity at strong enough levels to literally start fires, predictably and reliably. This notion seemed confirmed by the odd fact that when the shaman was wet, his fire-starting ability didn't work. Of course, in those days, experiments in electricity were all the rage, so you have to take that into consideration. Still, he made a compelling case.
I'm wondering if the events on campus aren't some kind of psychic residue from Laura's attempts to come through. If she's generating energy, it might get channeled in unpredictable ways.
I can't say, of course.
Ding, ding, ding.
But the energy involved in the campus events is so unusually powerful. It's unlike any spiritual communication I've ever heard of.
But you said yourself you've never dealt with a case that involved an isolation tank.
True. I'm quite curious to see where this is all heading, Dr. Stiles.
As am I.
Thank you for your expertise, Doctor. There's one more thing. I was hoping you could give me some advice on how I might help Laura. Help her come through.
Dr. Stiles, I'm not sure what you mean by coming through. Earthbound spirits are trapped here because of some unresolved trauma or an inability to accept their own deaths. The goal in such a scenario is to free the spirit so that he or she can move on.
Move on? To what? Oblivion? I mean, what if Laura could be brought back?
But what body would she inhabit? How could she interact with our world? All religions believe that there is some kind of afterlife and...
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I'm afraid it's getting quite late. I must go.
He
didn't want to hear anything of that.
I'd like to know how this develops.
Of course. Good day.
And I have got some theories and ideas as to what's about to happen here in this game. But, yeah, he wanted nothing of the religious angle. Huh. Well, that's something. Trying to think. There was something I saw. Maybe it was here.
Timmins Park. Laura loved the place. Might be a good spot to try to recreate a memory today. Surely it won't be crowded on a dreary weekday.
That's what I was thinking. I thought I came across something like this before. So I think that's my next clue, actually. Because there's Timmins Park. Alright guys, this is a great stopping point. We seem to actually be making some progress in some of the explanation and a little bit of the story here. So now we are into Chapter 5. So far, 26% through it. Yeah, Sign the Mind. Day in a Rowboat. Yeah, there we go. What happened the day before, the experiment, and Chapter 5 bonus. Hopefully this time I'll actually nail the complete bonus. I think I missed a bit on Chapter 4. So, alright guys, I thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next time.